What is that common metabolic call?
Yeah, it's a little known problem called insulin resistance. In fact, when I first started this topic, I stumbled on one paper that documented how when fat tissue is growing, it increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. That was a concept in the early 2000s that was really getting a lot of attention. Diabesity, this kind of dual epidemic of wherever we see obesity, we see more type 2 diabetes. And this manuscript outlined something that was to me a revelation at the time. It was so fascinating where when fat tissue is growing, it starts releasing pro-inflammatory proteins. That inflammation caused a problem called insulin resistance. And then that got me into this realm of understanding that other tissues of the body, as they become insulin resistant, then you start to spread the chronic disease. And essentially coming to the conclusion that something like hypertension, high blood pressure, which is the most common cardiovascular problem and the main contributor to heart disease. Well, insulin resistance is the main cause of hypertension. They call Alzheimer's disease type 3 diabetes, or more accurately, insulin resistance of the brain. Even the most common forms of infertility in men, it's erectile dysfunction. Well, that's because of insulin resistance of the blood vessels. In women, the most common form of infertility is polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS. That's because of the insulin resistance affecting her ovaries and the ability to produce the proper sex hormones.